What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Yo Ass Hungry Now. And by now, I'm sure you guys know, we love to make our pizzas. But guess what kind of pizza we're making today?
Chicago deep dish style pizza. Instead of doing the whole thing, we're gonna do nice little mini versions. It's gonna be delicious.
Fun for the entire family. You know, you can have a fight night or even during the big game. Let's get into this recipe. Start by making our pizza dough. We have 1.25 cups of warm water measured out. To that, we're gonna add 2 1/4 teaspoons of instant yeast. Give it a little stir, set it to the side. You wanna see your yeast to bloom up like this before we use it. Next, we're gonna add 3 1/4 cup all-purpose flour, 1/2 cup yellow cornmeal, 1 1/4 teaspoon salt, and 1 tablespoon granulated sugar. You're gonna put your stand mixer on low speed and mix all the dry ingredients. Once they're mixed, start to add all your water and yeast until it's fully incorporated. Then next, you're gonna add 1/2 cup of vegetable shortening into your dough mix. Turn your speed up to medium and mix until a nice dough forms. Then once your dough's formed, begin to knead it by hand for about 5 minutes. You're gonna grease a bowl with olive oil, place your dough inside, put a little oil on top, cover with plastic wrap, and let your dough rise until it is doubled in size. Dough is proofing. We are going to make a sausage for our Chicago pizza. We'll start by toasting some fennel, breaking it up into mortar and pestle. You don't want it to be too finely ground, just nice chunky like that. Then in a hot, large skillet, we're gonna add a little bit of olive oil and 1 pound of pork. We're just gonna break that up with a wooden spoon and let it begin to brown. We're gonna add a heavy pinch of kosher salt and a few cracks of fresh black pepper. 2 teaspoons of our toasted fennel seed, give it a little mix, and then we are going to follow that with 1/2 teaspoon of crushed chili flakes and 2 cloves of grated garlic. Stir, stir, stir. Get that pork brown all over. Add a little bit of fresh chopped parsley, and there you got your sausage topper for your pizza. Next, we're gonna grease up a muffin tin with butter. Put a little butter in every single hole till it's fully coated, and then our dough has fully risen. Spank it because it's been naughty, and to also get the air out. And then we're gonna roll out our dough to about 1/2 inch thick. Start by pressing out all the extra air bubbles, then grab your rolling pin, dust it down with flour, and just really roll that out till it's a nice even consistency. Then we're gonna take our dough cutter and cut out 12, well here we have 13, pieces of dough. Then we'll put it in our muffin tins, pressing it down into every corner and crevice. We're gonna follow that with a little Italian seasoning in every single little pizza. Then some smoked provolone cheese, press that in. And then we're gonna follow it with our sausage mixture. Fill those all up. Next, we're gonna add my favorite ingredient, a little pepperoni. Put pepperoni in each pizza, and then put it in the oven at 400 degrees for about 10 minutes or until it looks like this. Next, we're gonna place some roasted red peppers on top of every pizza, a little more smoked provolone cheese, and some freshly grated mozzarella. And then guess what happens next? We put it back in the oven and get all that cheese ooey gooey and melty. Once it's done, we're gonna put our pizza sauce on top, throw it back in the oven for about 5 more minutes, and there you go. Our pizzas are done. We're gonna put them on a resting rack, finish them with a little fresh chopped basil and freshly grated Grana Padano cheese. Look at that, that looks beautiful. And here we go, mini Chicago pizzas. Look at these little cute little guys. Let's break one in half.
Oh wow.
Cheesy. Here you go.
Cheesy.
Cheers.
Wiki.
Thanks, amigo. Wow.
I can have one then.
It's actually quite nice. Wow. Pretty good, man. These are pretty damn good. Well, cornmeal in the dough is quite nice.
Yeah, this is a pie, man. Like, you can't call it pizza. It's a pizza pie.
Sweetness from the sauce. It's really good. The sausage is beautiful in there.
Man, this is what it's all about right here.
The provolone, the pepperoni. That's good. That's fucking real good.
Alright, I'm gonna snort these all down. Peace.
See you next week.